What's the deal, y'all? It's your girl, Tamika. Y'all, I just got woke up out my sleep because something just was not right in my spirit. And I just had to get on this camera and talk about it. First of all, y'all know that I try to be as unbiased as possible. Yeah, I may judge or whatever, but that's just me calling it like I see it. But this right here is ridiculous. Like, I can't. Okay, so first of all, if y'all don't know, I'm letting y'all know now. I am a Christian. I grew up in the church. I've taught Vacation Bible School. My faith is very strong. Okay? Let's get that straight and understood right off the bat. So, imagine how I've been feeling with 2 weeks of just fuck shit when it comes to the media and religion. So, let's just start with this whole Duggar situation. Now, y'all know about the Duggar family scandal. The reality show 19 Kids and Counting. Well, the oldest son molested 4 of their daughters when he was like 14 and 15 years old. And also a babysitter or whatever. So, yeah. And a lot of people have been in the comments talking about, that's what they get. What do you expect? They're a bunch of hypocrites, just like all these holier-than-thou Christians. Because, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar have, not only been on reality TV, talking about, how they're devout Christians and how, they have these beliefs in regards to modesty, in regards to courting, and all these things when it comes to religion. And come to find out their son was a pedophile. But, they can't hold hands, and their children can't hold hands until they become engaged. And, Jim Bob, Michelle, and even Josh, with his hypocritical self, has went on a rampage against the LGBT community, talking about, their danger to children. But, Josh, you yourself are a predator. And Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, you yourselves have protected a predator, a sexual predator. So how can you even talk about the LGBT community preying on children when your son is a child predator? I don't care if it was done while he was a teenager or not. He was still a predator, and you helped cover that up. So, like I said, you're getting all this backlash from a lot of people who are saying, like, okay, well, what did you expect? They're holier than thou. A lot of Christians are hypocrites. And I take offense to that, because I actually spend my whole life trying not to judge people, because I feel like I'm not fully right in my walk with Christ to judge or to to condemn anybody for what they do or not do in terms of their faith and their walk with Christ, because I'm still a work in progress. So I don't judge people, but it just goes to show you how television has made a mockery of religion. Like, you have these hillbilly, supposedly devout Christians sitting up here with their, outrageous beliefs when it comes to Christianity. Like, they homeschool their kids. Like, if y'all don't watch 19 Kids and Counting, look, y'all not missing nothing. Like I said, I was watching it last year because it used to come on really early in the morning. I needed something to watch. So, y'all weren't really missing nothing, but I will let you know this just to fill you in. They homeschool. They believe in having as many kids as God will bless them with. You got me bent on that. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't believe in abortion. Well, you know what? I don't believe in abortion for myself. Put it that way. Because I do believe each individual has the right to choose and make that decision for themselves. So for myself, and even then, I cannot say what I will and will not do because I don't know what type of circumstance will come upon me in the future. So anyway, but of course they believe in having as many kids as God sees fit. When it comes to courting, there's no touching. There's like, all they do is side hug. And then when they get engaged, that's when they can start holding hands. So, of course, there's no premarital sex. Girls can only wear skirts. And they have to be very modest. They can't even wear swimsuits. And I'm talking about not even a one piece, y'all. So, anyway, you have these outrageous, Christians on TV parading their beliefs, and they turn out to be nothing but hypocrites. Essentially, they're frauds. And now you have these people judging Christianity because you display these hypocritical beings on television. Then, if that wasn't enough, I watched that show Preached. And let me tell y'all, that was a mockery of the black church if I ever seen one, okay? Like, I don't understand. I just believe, I've already had an issue with Preachers of Detroit, Preachers of LA, and let me tell you why. I've had a problem with shows like this because I feel like when you're in a particular position in the church, especially that of a pastor, a first lady, a prophetess, an evangelist, those positions in the church are sacred. And I feel like when you decide to do reality TV, you leave yourself susceptible to a lot of demonic forces. And what I mean by that is, we all know that entertainment industry has a lot of demonic things going on in there. Sex, drugs, alcohol, all that is not of God. Okay? And yeah, your show is supposed to be about how you uplift people, but it don't be about that because you got to turn up for that camera. So it's always some sort of drama. So which is feeding into the negativity, which is feeding into nothing but this negative, outlook on Christianity. Like, if you think about it, you watch these people that's supposed to be preachers, evangelists, prophetess, and the first thing they see when they see these people acting a fool on TV is, see, that's why I don't go to church now. And so I'm like, wow, you got people who have followed the Duggar scandal talking about, all Christians do is be holier than thou, and they're hypocrites. And then you got people who watch stuff like, preachers of LA, Detroit, and oh my goodness, don't get me started on Preach. Preach should just be taken off the air. I'm telling y'all. This show should not be about evangelists. If it was not, about prophetess. If this show was not about prophetess, then it would be very entertaining. But this is some bullshit. And I do not even feel comfortable cussing when I'm talking about a show dealing with the Lord. But this ain't really dealing with the Lord. So I'm going to call it how I see it. This bullshit. So this bullshit, makes people think, like, see, this is why I don't go to church. You got Pastor Noel Jones, had this, been sleeping with Loretta for years. And they be like, see, that's why I don't go to church. He's sitting up there 40K. How he gonna tell me not to have sex before marriage? And, then you got these women on Preach, running around acting crazy. One woman said she the Beyonce of the gospel world. I'm just like, wow. Y'all are doing too much, and y'all are making a mockery of, my boy James Caldwell said, the black church. No, you're making a mockery of church, period. Church, religion, and everything, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all these programs that's making a mockery out of religion, and I am not here for it. I'm not here when it deals with religion. I can sit up here and talk to y'all all day about Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sisterhood of Hip Hop, all that stuff I can talk to y'all about all day long till I have no voice. But when it comes to these shows, they should not be on the air, because I think everything has its place. Stuff like I just said, Real Housewives of Atlanta, or of anyone, New York, Orange County, whatever. Like I said, Sisterhood of Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop, all that stuff. That belongs on TV because it's ratchet, it's entertainment. You can judge that all day long. They're not going around trying to tell you how to live your life, okay? They're not professing to be, walking with Christ or living for Christ, So that's okay. But when you're talking about living holy and being an example of God, and then parade yourself on TV like a clown. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. And I'm just not here for it. Like, that is just that I just can't take it. And it's just really ridiculous, because the more we say we don't want these shows on TV, the more they come to air. Like, I remember when people were having an issue with Preachers of Detroit. Not Preachers of Detroit, Preachers of LA. And next thing you know, we got a Preachers of Detroit. And now we just got Preach. And the Duggars been out. But it just seems like, with like I said, Preachers of Detroit, Preachers of LA, Preach, and then this Duggar scandal. All this combined is just like too much. Like, I think when you're talking about religion needs to stay in the church. Because when you're following Christ and when you're serious about your faith, especially when you are a man and woman of God, you do not want to seek things of the world. Yes, you are in the world, but you're not supposed to be of the world. And being on reality TV is of the world. And I just wish that it could just disappear. Like, I have never seen such disgust on my TV in all my life. And like I said, I'm all for all sorts of wretched TV. But this is just hurtful. It's hurtful for someone like myself who is religious. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not going around trying to tell people how to live their life. But I feel like when you're a man and woman of God, you should not be trying to seek that. I mean, you're asking for, Satan to enter your spirit, really. Because all you're doing is going into this realm of, like I said, nothing's good. Nothing comes of anything from reality TV. Yeah, you become famous, and what fame comes, like I said, nothing but negative stuff like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So anyway, y'all, that's my little rant. I'm going to try to go to sleep now. Till next time, peace and love.